This is good racing, ladies and gentlemen, here. Look at it on the line. The crowd are going bananas again for another Poole 5-1.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome along to Pirates TV coverage of tonight's Speedway meeting here at Poole Stadium. And we're now to the playoff stages of the championship season, and it's a crucial championship playoff match tonight between the Poole Wessex Marine Pirates and the visiting Edinburgh Monarchs. Since we were last at the stadium, the Pirates have been away to Scunthorpe and pulled off a magnificent away victory, which has given them pole position in this A group of the Championship Playoff Series. And a win tonight will assure the Pirates of their place in the Grand Final, where they've been, of course, for the last 2 seasons. Edinburgh, well, they come to the meeting really to ride for pride. They've had a difficult season. They've already lost to Scunthorpe, both at the Armadale track and at the Eddie Wright Raceway, and so they have an uphill task that they've got to face tonight here against the Pirates. Pirates go into the meeting with Anders Rowe missing. He suffered an injury up there at Scunthorpe on Friday night, and he'll have to sit out the next few days on a concussion basis. And similarly, the Monarchs, well, they too have got some problems because at number 1, Craig Cook is suspended at the moment, and they opt to run the rider replacement facility for him in the opening races. So it's a bit of a blustery day here at Poole. We're expecting Storm Agnes to blow through in the next 10 or 15 minutes, and that will give us an opportunity to go over to the pits, and we'll see if we can pick up some interviews ahead of the meeting. Well, Danny Ford's joined us ahead of the meeting tonight against Edinburgh in the playoffs, and Danny, you've got a very sort of smug, satisfied smile on your face there, because I think if we spoke after the meeting 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't be in such a pleasant position.
No, absolutely. We made it really hard work for ourselves, but you know, I think with the team we've got, you know, we can do it the easy way, we can do it the hard way, and we've shown that. You know, we were all really disappointed with our performance last time out here against Scunthorpe, which was frustrating. I think we got caught. You know, it's no excuse. We got caught out by the track conditions, and Scunthorpe were just as good as us on the night, and it resulted in a draw. But it was really important for us to win that super heat. So I'm glad we did, because we put ourselves in with a chance of it. We knew we had to go to Scunthorpe and pick up a win, and we did just that. The boys were absolutely fantastic on that night. So looking ahead to tonight, we've just got to, you know, even if it's 46-44, just pick up a win tonight, and that grand final position is ours.
Yeah, and up at Scunthorpe it was done the hard way really, because in Heat 1 Anders took a bit of a perler on the back straight, contentious I think amongst many people, certainly from a Poole perspective, and it probably just fired up the boys that bit more to go out and actually pick up the win.
Yeah, obviously I was team manager on the night, and it's only my second time being team manager, my first time doing it away, so our backs are really up against the wall. Even going into the meeting I thought, you know, we're going to struggle here. I think we're the only team this year to go to Scunthorpe and win, so you know, lightning usually doesn't strike twice, and especially after losing Anders after Heat 1. I mean, yeah, we were really up against it, but the boys dug so deep. I couldn't believe the team morale and the atmosphere in the pits. We were really fired up. The whole team was fantastic, so we were deserved winners on that night, and I think that's as good as a performance as I've ever seen from a Pirates team. And if we can, you know, build on that now, carry that through the rest of the meetings, hopefully we'll see some more silverware.
And tonight it's another must-win meeting really, because it guarantees a place in the final at the end of the season. Edinburgh come here really as a dead rubber, but they want to go down fighting if that's the case.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we got 2 fixtures left. We need to win one of them. We want to make it easier for ourselves and win here tonight. Obviously, we have usually been quite strong around here, so we want to build up some momentum going into the playoffs, show our strength at home. I think that's going to be important. But Edinburgh have got nothing to lose. They'll go out there. There's absolutely no pressure on them. There's all the pressure's on us. And sometimes when there's no pressure on you, you can see riders flourish. So we've definitely cannot be complacent, which I think we were probably out a little bit slightly complacent against Scunthorpe. So I'm expecting the boys to have a good night, get dialed in quick, and hopefully see a big score.
And rider replacement, of course, for Anders tonight, which will give Zach Cook another ride, and the other rides going with the reserves.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I think rider replacement does hurt us, particularly at home. Anders has been incredibly strong. Obviously, Zach being able to take another ride is good, but then we're reliant on Kyle and Joe having better nights than they had out here last time. So, it's I think probably losing a rider like Anders is the most harmful it can be to the team, because rider replacement is our only option. We can't go a guest, and only Zach's the only one above him, not one of our heat leaders. So it has hurt us, but equally Edinburgh obviously running rider replacement at number 1 as well, so they're feeling the effects of that. So that probably balances itself out. So I think tonight we should be more than able to cover for it.
We're just keeping an eye on the weather, of course. Storm Agnes is blowing around here. It hasn't hit Poole just yet. I know we're thinking that there may be a slight shower going through before the meeting, but fingers crossed that gets through on good time, and we can get 15 heats of good racing on tonight. Yeah,
that's it. It's been threatening all day. I think we probably had about 10 seconds of a very light drizzle all day when we were prepared for a lot more. So the boys have been working hard to get enough water into the track. I think we're due probably 10-15 minutes of rain shortly. Hopefully that blows over, and in fact that might even help the track out a little bit more. So not the end of the world. Hopefully that all blows over before start time.
And just a quick word to Gary Havelock. It was a terrible time for Harry to lose his mum immediately before a meeting, and I know your best wishes and the wishes of everybody here at Poole go up to our Javi in his time of despair. Yeah,
obviously we've spoken to Javi a few times for them, and that result I Scunthorpe was really for him and the Havelock family. Obviously it's absolutely awful news, and commiserations and condolences to Javi and all the Havelock family.
Okay, thanks for your time, Danny. Go well tonight.
Cheers.
So in the pits with Paco CASTAGNA for the Monarchs. Paco, welcome back to Poole.
Thank you.
I know you're not a regular visitor here at Poole Stadium, but do you enjoy your trips down here?
They're long from Edinburgh, that's for sure. That's a first. But now the track is nice here. It's very quick, and it's a beautiful stadium. So it's always kind of enjoying coming here. But I haven't been scoring a lot in my visits here, so I kind of want to do it. And I think that tonight is it's a great day to try it.
Absolutely right. And it's been a tricky season for Edinburgh, hasn't it? You've met some injuries, you've met some absences, and trying to put a team together on a consistent basis has been tricky for the management there. But at the end of the day, you got to the playoffs, and I guess that's probably a good thing from your point of view.
Yeah, we started off straight away with problems, since the start of the season, with injuries, with all of the guys in the team getting injuries, and then, as you said, absences here and there, and it wasn't ideal, of course, but I think that reaching the playoffs for the team was already a success, and just the fact of being here is a success for the club. So we have to take what we've got at the moment and try to do our best with what we got, and tonight is one of them nights where we know it's going to be super tough, but we are here, so why not give it a try, of course.
The playoffs haven't been kind, though, really, to you, because you've drawn the hardest group, really, or some people would say the hardest group, with the Pirates in it, and of course Scunthorpe, who have hit good form at the right time in the season, and of course they've won at your track, and you lost down at Edinburgh Raceway. Puts Edinburgh on the back foot as far as the playoffs are concerned.
Yeah, of course. We know we are in a very difficult position tonight, and it's for them to lose, of course, and they are the strongest team tonight. And as you said, we have a kind of a team that hasn't really ridden together all year, and we're here to do a job individually and as a team, and we'll just try our best and see where that takes us at the end of the night. And of course we want to try and end the season on a high, of course, for Edinburgh as well.
And it's not going to be the end of the season for you, because I guess you've got meetings to do on the continent. I know you were in Czechoslovakia over the weekend, Checo, doing 2 meetings out there. Tell us how that went.
Well, to be honest, part of it was actually good. I really enjoyed it, qualifying the first group, winning a heat there, and then the second group was obviously tougher. Had a crash in the first one, and then had a couple of setup problems in the last 2 heats, and missed out on the qualifying spot for the semis. But then went to Prague the next day, and everything was going all right until somebody completely knocked me off the bike, and I was very, very lucky not to get away with any major injuries. There was also some concerns for this week, mainly for tonight, because I was not close to pull out of the meeting, but there were concerns. But I thought it's worth give it a try. I've been away for a month and a half with my injury already in the shoulder, so I thought it's worth being here and give it a try tonight. And again, we have many meetings left until end of October, so busy boy, as they say. So I'm, I enjoy my racing, so why not?
Well, we enjoy seeing you racing round at Poole Stadium. Thanks for your time, Paco. Have a good evening.
Thank you, and enjoy it.
Oh, some interesting views pit side there, and now an opportunity to have a look at our team lineups for this evening here at the Poole Stadium, where it's the Wessex Marine Poole Pirates taking on the stellar Edinburgh Monarchs. And usual lineup for the Pirates, with the one exception, of course, because of the injury to Anders Rowe. So let's go top to bottom with Richard Lawson, now in his familiar number 1 starting position. A rider replacement will be in operation for Anders Rowe at number 2 following his accident at Scunthorpe on Friday evening. The Cook brothers go again in the engine room of the team, Ben Cook at 3 and Zach Cook at 4. And skipper Steve Worrall has the number 5 jacket for the Pirates after leading the team to that victory up at the Eddie Wright Raceway on Friday night. The 2 reserves, key components of any team, but particularly here at Poole. Carl Newman, the local lad, rides at the number 6 berth, with newcomer Joe Thompson impressing everybody from the number 7 slot. Here at the stadium, Neil Middleditch is the team manager, and he'll be welcoming the Edinburgh Monarchs, who run at number 1, the rider replacement facility for the suspended Craig Cook. On debut here at Poole Stadium at number 2 for the Monarchs is Lasse FREDRIKSEN. At number 3, the promising Aussie Kye Thompson, finding some form towards the end of the season. At number 4, the popular Italian Paco CASTAGNA. And at number 5, the always entertaining and great to hear from Josh Pickering when he's on mic. He'll be riding at 5 for the Monarchs. The reserve berths for the visitors taken by Dayle Wood, finding life a little bit tricky in the championship this year. And their mid-season signing from Denmark is Bastian BORKE at the number 7 slot. Team manager for the visiting Monarchs is John Campbell. Our meeting referee is Simon Humphrey-Davy, and the meeting sponsors Wessex Marine.
The Edinburgh Stellar Monarchs, everyone! At number 7, dropping into the reserve berth since last month, it could well empower Bastian BORKE. At number 6, gaining experience from his debut year in the UK, Dayle WOOD. Number 5, 3 race wins made in the start of last month's league encounter, Josh Pickering. Number 4, upped his starting average in a solid second year with the Monarchs, Paco CASTAGNA. Number 3, provided solid backup and a race victory on his last visit to Dorset, Kye Thompson. And at number 2, twice Norwegian champion. He missed Robert's last visit due to injury, but he's back now, Lasse FREDRIKSEN. And as I mentioned, the Monarchs will operate the rider replacement for their missing number 1. So take an opportunity to meet them now. Number 7, man of the match last Friday at Scunthorpe. He's really stepped up to the cause, Joe Thompson. Number 6, enjoying arguably his best season to date since he was voted Rider of the Year in 2014 here, Kyle Newman. Number 5, he topped the score chart on Friday, including 2 wins over the Scorpions. Number 1, skipper Steve Worrall. Number 4, 50% of our amazing Cook brothers. He finished off for the Pirates with a Heat 14 win on Friday, Zach Cook. And the other half, this brotherly partnership is repeated, has reaped gold all season long. The other half of our sensational Cooks, Ben Cook. Number 1, the hero of our home playoff encounter, He continues to inspire from the front, Richard Lawson. Time for our two captains to go head to head now. Steve for the Pirates and it's Josh for the Monarchs. We're going to spin the coin. The winner chooses gate positions either in Heat 1 or chooses in Heat 15. Josh calls tails. And it is tails, it's Josh's choice, choosing 1 and 3 in Heat number 1.
Gate number 4 in the red helmet for the Pirates is Richard Lawson. Then on the gate number 3 in the white helmet for Edinburgh is going to be Josh Pickering under the rider replacement rule. Gate number 2 again under the rider replacement rule for the Pirates is Kyle Newman, and on gate number 1 in the yellow helmet, first trip to the Pirates Den for Lasse FREDRIKSEN for the Monarchs. So a friendly chat between Richard and Josh. Whether it'll be that friendly when they actually get going on track, well, that remains to be seen. But we have riders ready. Tapes are released and away they go to the first bend, and it looks like Richard Lawson has made a good drop right the way around from the outside, and down the back straight Josh Pickering gets his nose in front of Carl Newman for the Pirates, who's running third. So Lawson leads, Josh Pickering second, Carl Newman coming under pressure from Lasse FREDRIKSEN in third place. Third out front, it's Richard Lawson, high wide and very, very handsome for the Pirates. Josh Pickering always in the chase, he won't give up on you, that's for sure. And the race just tending to string out a little bit now, with Lawson leading it ahead of Pickering. Carl Newman in a safe and steady third place for the Pirates, ahead of Lasse FREDRIKSEN for the Monarchs. And as they head off down the back straight for the last time in heat number 1, the race is completed and we'll call them home. Red, white, blue and yellow. Red, white, blue and yellow. An advantage Pirates in heat number 1. And on screen your race winner, which we will confirm officially for you in a moment, but we certainly believe it to be the rider in red, Richard Lawson. And as you can see up on screen is Richard Lawson as your Heat 1 winner. Good applause from the grandstand here, and the official verdict goes this way. Richard Lawson in red for the Pirates race winner. Second place in white was Josh Pickering for the Monarchs. Third in blue, useful third place for Carl Newman for the Pirates. And in fourth place, there's Lasse FREDRIKSEN for the Monarchs. 4-2 to the Pirates, that's the way we go after the first race of the night. Just, rolling up to tapes here in the blue helmet colour is going to be Joe Thompson, and just on his way down the back straight and up to the line is Kyle Newman, and Kyle will be in the red helmet for the Pirates and gate number 1. Steadying themselves to get the right place for a jet propelled start. I'm sure that's what they'll be looking for. Countdown clock is just running down now, and riders at the line and ready. So here we go with heat number 2. Tapes released and away they go to the first corner, and it looks very much like around the inside line Carl Newman is hugging the corner, and with him comes Joe Thompson, and he cuts off the front nose of Bastian BORKE. So Pirates making the best of the start there, with Newman leading Thompson, leading BORKE and Wood at the back. No doubt Carl Newman benefiting from having a taste of the action in heat number 1. The real race though looks like it's in second and third place. An unfortunate slip there for Bastian BORKE. He was trying just to pass Joe Thompson there, but picked up some drive and headed to the fence, and it's really opened the door for the Pirates to steam home for what looks like it's going to be a maximum heat advantage on the night. So Carl Newman in shot, rounding off race number 2 over the line. His partner Joe Thompson follows him home. Bastian BORKE, the unlucky man in yellow, comes in third, and it was Dayle WOOD in white. Red, blue, yellow, white. Your race result, and there on screen, your race winner, Carl Newman, and just behind him, Joe Thompson. So there goes Newman. Good ovation from the home crowd. And here's your official result. The winner in red for the Pirates is Carl Newman. Second in blue for the Pirates is Joe Thompson. Third in yellow, I think you'll find that should be yellow, is Bastian BORKE. And the rider in white was the fourth finisher, Dayle WOOD. 5-1 in favour of the Pirates. 2 races gone, and the Pirates have taken a 9-3 meeting lead after those 2 races. 9-3. Lineup coming up for you here. Gate 4 in red for the Pirates is Ben Cook. In yellow, gate number 3 for the Monarchs is Paco CASTAGNA. On gate number 2 in blue for the Pirates is Zach Cook. And gate number 1 in white is Kye Thompson. So there we go. Heat number 3 sponsored by Bias Technology. Riders at the line and digging in, with the Pirates already establishing a 6-point lead after just 2 races. So here we go then with race number 3. Tapes are up and away we go to the first bend, and it looks like Zach Cook's made the best drop there with his brother right on his elbow, and it's Pirates in 1 and 2 as they go down the back straight with Ben Cook out front. Zach Cook tucked in under Ben's left elbow, and as we've seen many times this season, the Cook brothers are heading for a Pirates 5-1. It's Kye Thompson in white taking up the chase for the Monarchs. Paco CASTAGNA in yellow doing all the chasing. So 2 laps gone, and the Pirates sitting pretty with Ben Cook leading ahead of brother Zach. Red leads blue. Kye Thompson in white still giving chase, but finding it difficult to reel in Zach Cook. Paco CASTAGNA right down on that inside tight line that he loves so much, currently running in last place. We come across the line in heat number 3. Let's call them home. Red, blue, white and yellow. Red, blue, white and yellow, which looks like a second 5-1 on the night for the Pirates. And there we are, brothers Cook side by side, and I dare say as they come across the grandstand start finish line, we may see the front wheels up in the air. And right on cue, the boys do their traditional wheelie for us. Here comes your Heat 3 result, sponsored by Bias Technology. The win goes to the rider in red for the Pirates, is Ben Cook. Second in blue, also with the Pirates, is Zach Cook. And third in white for the Monarchs was Kye Thompson. Heat result 5-1 in favour of the Pirates. They lead the Monarchs 14 points to 4 after just 3 races. 14-4 after 3 races. Let's have a look at heat number 4. Steve Worrall in red for the Pirates on gate number 4. Josh Pickering in white on gate number 2 for the Monarchs. Sorry, gate number 3 for the Monarchs. Joe Thompson is in blue, gate number 2 for the Pirates. And on gate number 1 for the Monarchs is Bastian BORKE. That's your lineup, heat number 4. See the wind there just blowing the tapes out a little bit, making it slightly awkward for the starting marshal and for the riders as well, but all looks to be well. Tapes go up and off we head to the first bend, and this time looks like Josh Pickering has made the best of the drop, and certainly it's Josh with the fresh air in his goggles as they head down the back straight, with Pirates tucking into second and third place. Steve Worrall in red runs the second, and Joe Thompson in blue has the work to do to hold back Bastian BORKE for the Monarchs. So Josh Pickering, stylish as always out front, being chased up by Steve Worrall. Joe Thompson again holding off the attentions of Bastian BORKE and squaring the heat off as it looks at the moment for the Pirates. 1 lap to go. Josh Pickering building up a commanding lead ahead of Steve Worrall. Joe Thompson still under pressure from Bastian BORKE, but doing enough to keep the Dane behind him. And we'll call them home as they finish the race in heat number 4. White, red, blue and yellow. Close on the line for third, but white, red, blue and yellow. It looks to be the finishing order from our position here. And it was a win for the rider in white for Edinburgh Monarchs, Josh Pickering. Second place in red for the Pirates was Steve Worrall. Third in blue, Joe Thompson for the Pirates. And fourth place, and tough luck there for Bastian BORKE for the Monarchs. Heats shared, 3 to each team, and it's 17 to the Pirates. And it's 7 to the Monarchs, 17-7. So looking down there across the starting gate, heat number 5, riding in white under the rider replacement scheme is Kye Thompson. Next to him on gate number 3 in blue for the Pirates is Zach Cook. In yellow, gate number 2 for the Monarchs is Lasse FREDRIKSEN. And Ben Cook, winner first time out, he takes gate number 1 in the red helmet for the Pirates. So the traditional gardening just taking place down there at the starting gate, but that now looks like it's complete. Riders ready to go. Starting marshal moves away, tapes are released, and away we go to the first corner again. Ben Cook on the inside, looks like he's made a good start. Zach Cook trying the big blast around the outside. It actually gets him into second place, but perhaps not in the way that he was thinking he was going to get there. So Ben Cook looks over his left shoulder, he sees his brothers there, and behind him Lasse FREDRIKSEN in the yellow helmet is the Monarchs rider who picks up the chase of the brothers Cook. So potentially a second 5-1 for the Cook boys this evening, but we won't count our chickens because Speedway's a funny old game, as they say. Here they come round bends 3 and 4. And take the yellow-black flag, 1 lap to go. Ben Cook leads out from Zach Cook in second place. Lasse FREDRIKSEN is your rider in yellow in third. And over the line, it's red, blue, yellow and white. Red, blue, yellow, white. As the Pirates rack up a further 5-1 heat advantage, which is their third on the night. And, of course, the second for the Cook boys. And there they are in screenshot. I'm sure some of our statisticians will be looking back and tell us how many times they have won 5-1 heat advantages here at the stadium. It must be quite a few, I'm sure. Here comes your official result of heat number 5, sponsored by Trethowens. The race winner in red for the Pirates was Ben Cook. Second in blue, his brother for the Pirates was Zach Cook. And third in yellow, Lasse FREDRIKSEN for the Monarchs. No score that time for Kye Thompson. 5-1 heat advantage there to the Pirates. And it's 22 points to 8 in favour of the home side after 5 completed races. 22 to 8. Let's have a look what we've got in terms of the lineup. Gate number 4 is going to be the blue helmet of Joe Thompson for the Pirates. On gate number 3 in yellow for the Monarchs is Dayle Wood. In gate number 2 in red for the Pirates is Richard Lawson. And in gate number 1 in the white helmet for the Monarchs as Josh Pickering. And it looks very much as if everybody's there and are raring to go. So the start marshal moves away, tapes are released, and off to the first bend they go. And is it going to be Richard Lawson or is it going to be Josh Pickering who sees the back straight first? Well, it's Richard Lawson on this occasion, and
Lawson goes to the wide outside, and Josh Pickering tries to find a way around the curb. Joe Thompson in third for the Pirates, sealing off Dayle WOOD. So it's Joe Thompson down, I'm afraid, on bend number 4 there, which opens the door to a Monarchs 3-all. At the front, Lawson, yeah, he's just keeping Josh Pickering at arm's length, really. Josh trying his hardest, but on one wheel going down the home straight, and that probably isn't going to close him up enough to Richard Lawson as they head towards the final 2 bends. And past us here in the grandstand, we can call them home. Red, white and yellow. Red, white, yellow. Unlucky for Joe Thompson there. We can see as he's just heading back into the pits, he's up and okay, and just a little bit of over-exuberance from Joe there. But as the music says, he's the Rocket Man. It's Richard Lawson. Here comes your official result of heat number 6. It's a win for the rider in red, Richard Lawson, for the Pirates. Second place in white for the Monarchs, Josh Pickering. Third in yellow for the Monarchs, that time was Dayle WOOD. And of course Joe Thompson, no finish that time after a fall on bend 2. Heat number 6 result was a 3-3, and progressively 25 on the scoreboard for the Pirates and 11 to the Monarchs. 25-11 after 6 races. So we can show just a little bit of rerun action there for the heat number 6, with Richard Lawson just getting over Josh Pickering and heading off into the distance ahead of the Monarchs man. And just there, I think we saw Joe Thompson just fading away. One of the fall or an engine failure that brought him down. We'll maybe try and find that out later on, but it handed a point there to Dayle WOOD. I'm sure he'd be very grateful for that. Gate number 4 in yellow for the Monarchs is Paco CASTAGNA. Gate number 3 in blue for the Pirates is Kyle Newman. Gate number 2 in white for the Monarchs is Kye Thompson. And gate number 1 for the Pirates, their skipper, is Steve Worrall. So there we go. That's your lineup there for heat number 7. Kye Thompson just being asked to move slightly in towards the middle of his grid, which he does obligingly. And they're away to the first bend, and what's going to happen here? Well, we've got Kyle Newman trying to run around the outside, and that run around the outside works beautifully as he takes track from Kye Thompson. Newman slips into second place behind his skipper Steve Worrall, who was well away at the front. And another gremlin for the Pirates, Kyle Newman. Bike packs up and hands a shared heat to the Monarchs potentially. So Steve Worrall leads it. Paco CASTAGNA and Kye Thompson ride side by side. And with a lap to go, it's a wee bit of a procession, I'm afraid. But Steve Worrall is your race winner there, kicking up dirt around the pitch turn. The two Monarchs riding side by side round bends 3 and 4. We can call them home. Red, yellow, white. Red, yellow, white. And the bad luck there goes with Kyle Newman, which I hope is nothing too serious, of course, because he's likely to have a full programme of rides this evening with the rider replacement in operation. And here comes Steve Worrall. First win of the night for the Poole skipper. Up on screen we have your official result. of heat number 7, sponsored by Wessex Marine. It was a win for the rider in red, Steve Worrall, for the Pirates. Second place in yellow, Paco CASTAGNA for the Monarchs. Third in white for the Monarchs was Kye Thompson, and fourth man home, well, he wasn't actually home because he retired, that was Newman for the Pirates. Points in the heat shared at 3 to each team. The Pirates retain their 14-point advantage, 28 to the Pirates and 14 to the visitors. Let's have a look across the gates. Gate 4 in white for the Monarchs is Lasse FREDRIKSEN. Gate 3 in red for the Pirates is Zach Cook. Gate 2 in yellow for the Monarchs, Bastian BORKE. And on gate number 1 in blue for the Pirates, Joe Thompson. So there we go, that's your lineup for this particular heat. Lasse FREDRIKSEN there just moving back from the tapes and just double checking that everything on the machinery is up to scratch. Inside of him, Zach Cook in red, 2 paid wins so far, racing with his brother. And, Bastian BORKE and Joe Thompson make up the quartet. So here we go then. Engine noise rises, tapes go up, and away they go to the first corner. Joe Thompson looks like he's made a good start from the inside. Coming round on the wide outside in white is Lasse FREDRIKSEN, and they're both chasing Zach Cook, who is best away from the gate. So Zach Cook leads it. It's Lasse FREDRIKSEN in the white riding a tidy line there. Joe Thompson in blue is doing all the chasing, and at the back Bastian BORKE. So Pirates looking to extend their lead in this one. Zach Cook doesn't seem to be too troubled out the front, but all the action's going to take place between the riders in blue and yellow in third and fourth places, where Joe Thompson is leaving gaps up the inside, which Bastian BORKE is trying to exploit, but not able to get in there. So they come down the back straight for the last time in this heat. Looks like Thompson sealed things off in third place. We'll call them home. Red, white, blue, yellow. Red, white, blue, yellow. So Zach Cook doing what was no doubt expected of him in that race. And Joe Thompson, after a good start there, had a bit of a battle on his hands with Bastian BORKE, but Thompson held on for an important third place. Here's your official result of heat number 8, sponsored by the Bournemouth Betting Centre. It was a win for Zach Cook in red for the Pirates. Second place went to Lasse FREDRIKSEN in white for the Monarchs. Third in blue for the Pirates was Joe Thompson, and fourth place to Bastian BORKE for the Monarchs. 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates, and they lead the meeting at 32 points to 16. 32-16 after 8 races. Now a chance to reprise you of heat 8 there, and if we look for the action, it's probably going to be around the inside line with Joe Thompson, and the outside line in white by Lasse FREDRIKSEN. And good strong battling there from the Monarch, imposing himself over Joe Thompson around the boards of heat number 8. Gets up to second place, but at the front, well, Zach Cook reading a nice tidy line. Zach there just looking back over his shoulder to see what's happening behind him. He'll have seen its visitor, so head down and off he goes to make sure that the Pirates secure the win there. Bastian BORKE, well, entertaining if nothing else, certainly trying very hard, and Joe Thompson just drifting a wee bit from the line there and inviting BORKE to go through, but the Dane opts not to, prefers an outside run and a chop back. Certainly didn't pay off on that particular occasion. So there we go, that's a reprise of your heat number 8 for you. In gate 4 in yellow for the Monarchs, that's Dayle WOOD. Gate 3 in red for the Pirates, Ben Cook. And gate number 2 for the Monarchs is Josh Pickering. Gate number 1 is Zach Cook for the Pirates. Riders being encouraged to come to the line. And it looks as if we're just about there. Starting Marshal just checking. And now happy. He moves away. Takes her up and away they go. And it looks like Josh Pickering has made the best of the starts there. But Ben Cook tries to find a rope round the outside. And Zach Cook tucks him next to his brother. Ben Cook looks like he has a bike problem again. Oh dear, that's bad luck. And that's handing an advantage to the Monarchs for the first time this evening. So Josh Cook leads out from Zach Cook, with Dayle WOOD again the beneficiary of a Poole engine failure. Pickering leads Zach Cook, leads Dayle WOOD, and perhaps it's a good job all these problems are coming Poole's way tonight, where they have a cushion and each race isn't absolutely essential. One to go with Josh Pickering leading. Zach Cook in second. Dayle WOOD, he's in third. And we'll call them home as they finish off heat number 9. White, blue and yellow. White, blue, yellow.
3 in heat number 9, first of the night.
4-2 heat advantage there to the Monarchs. Here's your full result. Josh Pickering, the winner in the white helmet for the Monarchs. Second place, that was Zach Cook for the Pirates in the blue helmet colour, and third, picking up the 1 point, was Dayle WOOD for the Monarchs. Ben Cook with machinery problems, a non-finisher. So 34 to the Pirates and 20 to the Monarchs. Across the gate in white, Kye Thompson for the Monarchs. Gate number 3 in red for the Pirates is Richard Lawson. Gate number 2 in yellow for the Monarchs is Paco CASTAGNA. And gate number 1 in blue for the Pirates is Carl Newman, taking the rider replacement outing. 34-20 to the Pirates.
2 points so far, the scoring.
E10. Tapes are released and away they go to the first bend, and Paco CASTAGNA there with the elbows out, but it was Carl Newman who made the all-important jump from the start. Now what's Richard Lawson going to do here? Is he going to go wide or is he going to go tight? CASTAGNA takes the inside line, he always goes that way, but Carl Newman comes straight back at him, and Richard Lawson is also in the mix. It's great work here, great racing from all 3 of those boys. Carl Newman out wide, Paco CASTAGNA on the inside. Carl Newman riding a bucking bronco there. The man watching it from the back is Kye Thompson, but heading off into the distance, Paco CASTAGNA in the yellow helmet for the Pirates. It's all action in this one. Paco on the way with Richard Lawson in second, Carl Newman in third, and Kye Thompson out the back. Didn't expect it to go this way, but the Italian stallion does the business. We'll call them home. Yellow, red, blue and white. Yellow, red, blue and white. Great racing. Here's your official result on screen. It's a win for Paco CASTAGNA in the yellow helmet for the Monarchs. Second place, Richard Lawson for the Pirates. Third in blue for the Pirates was Carl Newman, and Kye Thompson was your fourth finisher. 3-3, and Monarchs have 23 against the Pirates 37. 37-23 after 10 races. And let's have a look at this one in replay. As all sorts going on there as they head to the first corner. Carl Newman on the low line there and looked to be heading off for a good victory, but Paco had other ideas here, and as we know, he always rides that very tight line, and certainly paid dividends there. But the compliment was returned straight away by Carl Newman. Paco comes back at him, and Richard Lawson trying to get in the mix, but opts to let those 2 boys at the front have a battle, and then Carl Newman rides the bucking bronco round bend 4, allows Richard Lawson up into second place, And from there on, with fresh air in his nostrils, Paco's away and certainly showing a clean pair of heels to Richard Lawson and Kyle Newman. Shared heat. And the best race of the night so far sees Paco come through. Across the gate, Kyle Newman in blue for the Pirates on gate 4. Lasse FREDRIKSEN in yellow, gate 3 for the Monarchs. Steve Worrall, gate 2 for the Pirates, and Paco CASTAGNA on gate number 1 for the Monarchs. And they're off and running, and I'm surprised that wasn't called back, if I'm perfectly honest, because I think there was a little bit of a tape touch there, but not seen by the referee. And so on they go with Steve Worrall leading out Kyle Newman and Paco CASTAGNA, with Lasse FREDRIKSEN still not too far out of touch. So on they go. Worrall leads. Newman now trying the low line to ward off the attentions of Lasse FREDRIKSEN and Paco CASTAGNA. FREDRIKSEN, on debut here at Poole Stadium, has certainly tried his very, very best for the Monarchs tonight, and there's a chance of a run round the outside here. Kyle Newman cuts him off, and unfortunately that does send Lasse FREDRIKSEN into a little bit of a spin, but with just 2 corners to go, it looks like Pirates are going to be back on track. Red, blue, or white, yellow is how we see it. Red, blue, white, yellow, and a 5-1 to the Pirates. And there's Steve Worrall coming around with Kyle Newman to receive the cheers of the home faithful. Let's give you the official outcome on heat number 11, sponsored by Link Fabrications. The winner in red for the Pirates, Steve Worrall. Second place in blue was Kyle Newman. Third in white was Paco CASTAGNA. And fourth in yellow was Lasse FREDRIKSEN. 5-1 heat advantage to the Pirates there. They extend their lead. 42 points to the Pirates and 24 to the Monarchs. 42 and 24. I think we're going to have a little bit of track grading now, but maybe we can see the start again of this heat. Look at the rider on gate number 2, or that's where I'm looking. And I think, in fairness, that one should have been called back with a potential exclusion there, but the referee didn't spot it. We did. But all done and dusted now, and Steve Worrall takes the race win. Kyle Newman comes through to join him, and a fortuitous 5-1 maybe for the Pirates in heat number 11. So as the riders come around there on the last 2 corners, as we watch a Pirates 5-1, I'm 1 lap too soon, of course. It's penultimate lap. Now they go for the 5-1 on the last lap. I'm hearing that the technical issues have been resolved. We can now give you the gate stats there as we see it so far, and gate 4 with just 2 wins, and gate 3 with 2, of course, indicating that the inside positions, gate 2 has produced 4 wins, and gate 1 3. So looks like the inside positions are slightly beneficial tonight. Richard Lawson with 8 points from his 3 rides. Ben Cook with 6 from 2 completed rides and an engine failure. Zach Cook 9 and 2 from his 4 so far. Steve Worrall on 8. Kyle Newman on 7 and 2 bonus. Joe Thompson 4 and 2 bonus. Over on the Edinburgh side, Lasse FREDRIKSEN 3 points, but his efforts deserve more than that, I think. Kye Thompson finding it tough going tonight, just 2 and a bonus from 4 rides so far. Paco CASTAGNA coming to the party and producing a heat win there for his 6 so far. As expected, Josh Pickering probably top of the tree with 10 points from 4 so far. Dayle WOOD with 2 and 1 from a couple of fortuitous engine failures on the opposition side, and Bastian BORKE just the 1 at this stage. Across the gate in blue for the Pirates, Joe Thompson, gate number 4. In white for the Monarchs, gate number 3 is Kye Thompson. In red, gate number 2 for the Pirates is Ben Cook. And in gate 1 in yellow for the Monarchs on technical substitute ride is Paco CASTAGNA. So there we go, we look across the gate. We've got 3 riders, now 4 just coming into line. Starting marshal's happy, he moves away. Tapes are released and off to the first bend. It looks like Ben Cook's made the best start there. And the Edinburgh boys are going to pack into minor places there ahead of the Pirates at Joe Thompson. So Ben Cook off and running again in this one. Paco CASTAGNA and Kye Thompson just a little bit separated there as they go down the back straight. And it's Joe Thompson who has to do the chasing from the back. So Ben Cook leads CASTAGNA. Joe Thompson trying to push away through on the inside of Kye Thompson. That's where the activity is. It's for 3rd and 4th places. So Ben Cook leads Paco CASTAGNA, Kye Thompson and Joe Thompson round the back straight and head towards the checkered flag. Cook's mechanical problems resolved. Red, yellow, white, blue in heat number 12. Red, yellow, white, blue.
No problems this time for Ben Cook.
And up goes the wheelie in celebration. I'm sure Ben's happy to get that one under his belt after his mechanical problems last time. Here's your official result on screen. Win for the rider in red, Ben Cook for the Pirates, 3 points. Second in yellow for the Monarchs was Paco CASTAGNA. And third in white for the Monarchs, Kye Thompson. So heat result is 3 to each team. Pirates comfortable in front at 45 to the Monarchs 27. 45 and 27. Let's go back to replay, and you can see that Ben Cook was fastest out of the blocks there, and with fresh air in his nostrils, it was home and hosed really for the young man from Cowra in New South Wales. Monarchs pack into the minor places, they share the heat again in that one. Whilst you're watching that, we've got the riders out on track already for heat number 13. Right across the gate, we've got Josh Pickering in yellow for the Monarchs on gate 4. Steve Worrall in blue for the Pirates on gate 3. Lasse FREDRIKSEN in white, gate number 2 for the Monarchs, and Richard Lawson in red on the inside starting position for the Pirates. Josh Pickering just now rolling up into position. There he is. Starting marshal looks to be okay. He moves away. Tapes are up, and it's Richard Lawson who looks to have made the best of the starts, and Steve Worrall bustles his way through to join Lawson at the front. So Pirates at this stage working on a 5-1 with Josh Pickering and Lasse FREDRIKSEN having to do the hard work. So Josh Pickering there just up on one wheel going down the back straight. It's allowing the Poole boys just to ease away at the front of the field, where Richard Lawson, the race winner, Steve Worrall tracking him there in second place, and Josh Pickering not really homing in on Steve Worrall in third place. Just a lap to go in heat number 13, and Pirates could be taking another maximum in this one. We'll call them home: red, blue, yellow, white. Red, blue, yellow, white. And a maximum 5-1 to the Pirates. And there they go, down the back straight, side by side, to receive the applause of the home crowd. And a Worrall wheelie. Now there's a bit of an unusual thing, isn't it? Here's your official result of Heat 13 on screen now. 5-1 to the Pirates. It went this way. Lawson in red. Richard Lawson in red, the Poole winner. Second place to Steve Worrall in blue. And third in yellow for the Monarchs was Josh Pickering. It's 5-1 and it's 50 to the Pirates. It's 28 to the Monarchs. 50-28 in favour of the Pirates. Well, you can show you the race again, and all the action is really around the first two corners. Let's watch and see how it goes. With, Lawson making a good start, and Steve Worrall getting to the dirt line on the outside and finding a path down low around bends 3 and 4. Across the gate, Zach Cook in red on gate number 4. He's representing the Pirates, of course. In yellow on gate number 3 is Bastian BORKE for the Monarchs, yellow helmet. In blue on gate number 2 for the Pirates, Kyle Newman. And Paco CASTAGNA yet again comes out. He'll be on gate number 1 for the Monarchs. And as the meeting moves on, so the amount of time spent gardening seems to increase. Understandable perhaps, but often frustrating for people on the terraces. Here we go then, riders are ready. And we have a tape break. Let's do it again with Zach Cook in red from gate number 4. Bastian BORKE is in yellow for the Monarchs on gate 3. Joe Thompson for the Pirates on gate number 2 in blue. And Paco CASTAGNA in white on gate number 1 for the Monarchs. That's your revised lineup. Pull themselves together, as it were, to come up to the line. And there they are. So let's see what happens as we go racing now in heat number 14. And then the best start is from Paco CASTAGNA there, and holding off the attentions of Zach Cook. But Zach Cook now looks to see if he can find a run around the outside of Paco. And for the Monarchs, well, Bastian BORKE has nosed his way up into almost second place, now third. So Paco CASTAGNA rides the inside line as always. Zach Cook is in pursuit. Bastian BORKE has got past Joe Thompson, and he's sitting into third place. Now what can Zach Cook do? Zach throwing it in hard there at the third and fourth bend. Paco just riding that steady line that he prefers, that tight inside line, and it seems to be paying dividends tonight. One last throw of the dice from Zach Cook. Can he pull round him on the last corner? I don't think so. We'll call them home. White, red, yellow, blue. White, red, yellow, blue. And the Monarchs take another heat advantage. So there's Paco, look, coming down the back straight, and always the showman waving to the crowd. You never know, we might be seeing him again in a minute because he could get the nod for heat number 15. And there we go. Well done, Paco, the one-handed wheelie. Very nice indeed. Here's your official result. With Paco CASTAGNA in white, your race winner for the Monarchs. Second place, Zach Cook for the Pirates in red. Third place to Bastian BORKE in yellow for the Monarchs. And Joe Thompson was your fourth finisher. It was a 4-2 heat advantage to the Monarchs, and the Pirates lead the meeting at 52 points to 32. 52 to 32. Here's a chance to see it again, and it looks like Paco CASTAGNA did the business. Straight from the gate, round the inside line, and that was enough to see him home. So well done to Paco. Zach Cook battling hard to catch up with the Italian, but Paco riding that very tight line that is his much preferred way around the track, and certainly in the conditions tonight that was good enough to hold off the intentions of Zach Cook. Zach Cook there perhaps looking to chop back onto the inside, but no way through there. Paco wise to the move. And a last blast from Zach to see if he could find some extra grip, but no, not to be, and Paco runs in with his second win of the evening. Here's your gate stats so far. And so far it looks like gates 1 and 2 are the best in terms of wins. 5 from gate 1, 5 from gate 2. Also even Stephen off 3 and 4 with 2 each. But in terms of points, well, gate 1 25 points on the night. That looks like the place to be, and the Pirates have got 1 and 3 in heat number 15, and it would be perhaps a surprise if they did anything other than opt for those inside slots. Okay, here we go then with heat number 15, and there's your line out across the gate as we see the riders digging in. We're going to have Richard Lawson on gate number 1 in red for the Pirates, Josh Pickering in white on gate number 2, Steve Worrall on gate 3 in blue for the Pirates, and Paco CASTAGNA completing a busy night for the Italian. He'll be in yellow on gate number 4. How's this one going to pan out? Well, 4 best riders on the night, possibly. Let's see what happens as they go to the first corner in heat number 15. And it's a great start from Richard Lawson, but he's left room for Josh Pickering to blast around the outside, and he's done just that. So we have red lights. So the race is being stopped. We seem to get an awful long way without the red lights coming on. We're being told that there's a problem with the starting equipment on the starting line, so we'll have to just have a look and see if we can see what's happened there. Just refresh your rider lineup. Heat 15 sponsored by Morrish Homes. Paco CASTAGNA on gate 4, Steve Worrall on gate 3, Josh Pickering on gate number 2, and Richard Lawson, he goes again on gate number 1. The flags continue to blow. Must be quite off-putting for a rider on gate number 1 to have those flapping around. Let's try and go again. Certainly up go the tapes, and Josh Pickering's made it again, so well done to Josh. Is Richard Lawson found a room up the inside? No. Josh Pickering gives him a hand signal, waving him through. That's a bit of a cheeky move, but no reason why he shouldn't do that. So Josh Pickering goes out to the wide dirt. Richard Lawson chases him in red. Steve Worrall in blue. It's shared heat at the moment as things stand. Paco CASTAGNA in yellow at the back of the pack. Josh Pickering there just bouncing his way around turns 1 and 2. He's preferred to go right to the airbag there, and obviously feels that's where the best traction, the best drive is. Round he goes again, taking it fairly tight into the bend, but drifting out and picking up the dirt on the outside. We'll call them home for the last time. White, red, blue. We will have a yellow in just a moment when Paco comes over the line. So it finished up with a 3-3, and the Pirates on 55 and 35 against the Monarchs. And here they come. Josh Pickering gets good applause from the crowd. Pirates too, of course. Must be very pleased with their night's work. 55 and 35 is a nice round result. Here's your official final result of Heat 15. Going the way of Josh Pickering in white for the Monarchs. Second place in red was Richard Lawson for the Pirates. Third in blue, also for the Pirates, was Steve Worrall. And the fourth finisher was Paco CASTAGNA in yellow. 55 and 35, your final score on the night. So the Pirate riders will be making their way over to the presentation area, and the stadium presenter Nigel Leahy will have a word with the Pirates tonight. Here's the team scores on the night for the Pirates. Richard Lawson ends up with 13 points. Ben Cook 9 from 3 completed rides and an engine failure. Zach Cook 11 and 2 from 5. Steve Worrall 11 and 2 from 5. Kyle Newman 7 and 2 from 5. Joe Thompson 4 and 2 from 5. Over with the Monarchs, rider replacement was in operation for Craig Cook, which leads us to Lasse FREDRIKSEN with 3. Kye Thompson with 3 and 2 bonus. Paco CASTAGNA with 11. Josh Pickering with 14. Dayle Wood with 2 and 1. And Bastian BORKE with 2. 55 to the Pirates, 35 to the Monarchs. And there we are. That's the semi-final done and dusted. From everybody here on the Pirates TV crew, from Paul on the camera, from myself, and from Andy Hague down in the dungeon. It's grateful thanks to you for tuning in. Again, we do hope that you've enjoyed what you've seen. But until we come back again to entertain you here further on Pirates TV at Poole Stadium, it's a very good night, and we hope that you are very well. Good night.
Lehman inside, outside, he's way